Historic District and Properties Commission meeting together. This being the 2nd of September, 7 o'clock, of course. And first thing we're going to do is go over the minutes. So I'll take a minute and read the minutes, and if you have any changes or corrections, please note.
They're up on the screen and they were emailed to everyone shortly after the meeting.
We should move to accept the minutes.
I second.
So it is moved.
Now we discuss.
Now we can discuss what we should change.
I have a couple of, as usual, grammatical things to tidy up.
Sure.
Under, at the top of, well, no, it isn't. It's page 2, actually, under voted. It was unanimously voted. Does everybody see that?
Yeah, the motion
All you need to do is under 1A, change the verb form there from to be moved to just move,
Okay.
to make it parallel with the other verbs, install and bear.
Certainly.
Okay, move it behind the house. That's it. Then actually way back at the beginning, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th line down from the top, Shannon Rutherford and Barbara Marsh attended in person in the council chambers, full stop, period, capital all.
Okay.
And one other like that, at the end, the very last line of the George Tharis paragraph, that long section.
Yeah.
It says condenser units and the window replacement, full stop. He also,
Okay.
capital he.
Got it.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
At the very bottom of that page, first page, the window replacement was discussed among the commissioners. I would put the people there rather than commission.
Yes.
Among the commissioners. Okay.
Understood.
I guess
Yep. Okay.
that's
Very
it.
good. Thank you.
That sounds good. Any more?
Anyone else have anything?
I didn't think we did that much business.
Well, it was a lot because George had a couple of things, so it was trying to capture all of the items that George had. So
We need to accept the.
So we have a motion and a second, and there's it'd be as amended.
All those in favor? Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
We'll share the chairmanship.
Sorry.
Perfect.
Can't keep my mouth shut, as usual.
It's not a formal group. It's all good.
Right.
Okay, so perfect. We're good with that.
Say they review the guidelines. I think I'm the only one. I had the only problem with the guidelines. I think everybody else. I don't remember if anybody else had any issues.
Right. So what I had, I'm just taking a look at the notes from the last meeting. I know Lisa and Ann were going to work on the foundation, frame walls, and low maintenance siding. And, has Lisa had an opportunity to reach out to you on any of that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. I think my intention is for me to jump in and to try to take a look, at least see if there's been any changes on the National Park Service website with respect to that and at least draft something out so the two of you can take a look and share my thoughts with the two of you. I just, things have been a little squirrely around the office here, and I got my son off to college, my freshman, so my August was a little busier than I realized.
Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting milestone for the entire family. So
That's a
we're
big
just-
deal. Big deal, yeah.
A lot of shopping.
It was just last weekend, so we're all still kind of figuring out our new routine and whatnot. But so my intent is to jump in and help with that, and then I'll get an email to you and Lisa. Bob, I know way back, I think it was probably now the June meeting when we discussed the particulars of this, and you had shared information on wall types that you found. And I was just wondering if it's possible for you to email me the information that you came across and shared, then I can start to get that incorporated into the guidelines as appropriate. And my guess is Howard hasn't been able to check in on the Greenwich regs. I can touch base with him on that. I know his schedule is such that he missed us with August and missed us this evening. So, but I can touch base with Howard. And Matt emailed me today, and he remembered he forgot to get me his info. So he's going to get me information. He had talked about adding vehicle charging stations.
Yeah.
So this is that. So blow that up, make it a little easier for folks to see on the screen. But this is the list that I'm reading from. I'm kind of just keeping it on there so that I don't lose track of it.
Right.
So Matt's going to get me his info for the e-vehicles for charging, not only for charging stations if it would happen to be a commercial property that's a historic district, but also like from a residential standpoint, and if there is a need to, on the facade of the house, have charging capabilities, and the outlets are generally different. They're a heavy-duty outlet, kind of like your dryer outlet, so it's a little different for plugging in and just making appropriate accommodations to support that. So if I can start to get these pieces in that needed to get changed, then I can then start to tinker with the regs themselves and then get a draft out to everybody, and then we can decide for either October or November meeting if we, maybe review it in October and then decide to hold a public hearing in November to adopt the new guidelines.
We
That
have
sound good?
to hold a public hearing for that?
I'm fairly confident we do. When we change the
Oh.
guidelines and update them, I'm fairly confident we have to hold a public hearing.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Yes, because it's an adopted date and an effective,
Oh,
there's an
yeah.
effective date. So I'm fairly confident we've got to hold a public hearing
Mhm.
for that. So, so Bob, if maybe, and I know you, Bob, you are heading out. If you don't have time to do it before you head out, maybe right when you get back, if you could just forward over whatever pieces you had. It doesn't have to be all nice. I can go through and read everything and kind of distill it, and I'll take that and make the draft and make the edits. And I'll use track changes so everyone can see what's being edited in those guidelines.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I find it, some people don't like it, but for me, the track changes at least makes it easy to know what got changed.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can plan on kind of tentatively maybe have the draft ready for chatting in October and then a hearing in November. Hi, Edward.
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Does anyone else have anything else regarding the guidelines? Or keep marching
I
on?
can't remember.
Okay.
Expansion study.
So the expansion,
I believe Lisa
the-
was working on that, wasn't she?
well, the expansion study, this is the update on where we stand with the one, so town council approved it in July, and then it got noticed in the newspaper.
Mhm.
And the appeal period just ended at the end of August, August 20th or 21st, I believe, to be exact. So the appeal period just ended, so I'm now, we're working on getting Mylars done of all the maps and getting everything recorded in the clerk's office, and we will get letters out to all our newly admitted homeowners, just welcoming them, and we'll, just put a quick thank you for joining and welcome, and a reminder, here's where to find all the information and resources for questions and whatnot. So we'll just do a short little welcome letter. But so even though it's a while since we had our public hearing, there were all the steps in place, and town council, set the public hearing, we had the public hearing, then there's the
Right.
appeal period, and then getting everything
Yeah.
filed on the record. So
It takes time. It takes a lot.
the town clerk's anxiously awaiting my documents, so that's top of the to-do list tomorrow, so she can get everything updated and recorded in the land records. So that's kind of where we stand. That's probably the last update for you folks with respect to that. And I'm aware, I think there was one homeowner that was interested in adding their home, a homeowner up on Keene Place. I can touch base with Lisa. My guess is
You know
she
who it
hasn't
was
had
and
an
everything.
opportunity to do much with that, but maybe it would be appropriate for me to at least reach out to the homeowner and let her know there might be a bit of a delay with this, and just to be patient with us as we work through getting the information pulled together. We can also start to, maybe October or November, start to look to see if there's lists, if there's things, our expansion list that we typically look at. We can maybe dust
Right.
that off, take a look at it if folks are interested in doing that.
Right, yeah, we should. So we don't mail out any print documents to the new new members of the
So
district.
that was already emailed to them. So so their report, as well as the guidelines, all of those documentations have all been emailed. So most everything has
Okay.
been done via email, particularly given COVID.
Great.
So really, they have all of that documentation
Right.
already. So
Right.
really, at this point, it was going to be a welcoming to say, congratulations, it's all finalized, and just a reminder, here's your resources, and polite reminder that certificate of appropriatenesses are required when you're doing work on the exterior of your home, that type. So
Right.
a welcome, thank you, a welcome, and a polite reminder kind of all rolled into one, so
Great.
that, they kind of get familiar, and to, remind them who their point of contact is, so that they can get a hold of me and have my contact info.
Excellent, Shannon, that's good.
Do they get one of those plaques for their property as well? That I know some of you guys have.
So Unionville has plaques, but they are for purchase, so we can, in the letter, make them aware that the plaque is available for purchase if they are interested in having one for their property.
Do you know how many we have left?
Offhand, I do not. I want to say I've got at least 2 or 3, so there's,
Yeah, I don't think there are any more than that.
yeah. But there are a few that are left, yep.
We haven't had any requests for any new ones in it either.
Not lately, no.
Yeah, so Welcome letter. I'm just making a couple of notes for myself.
Would that be also in the letter to let him welcome the new people? The bronze plaques?
Yes, I can let them know about the plaque and the welcome letter. Yes.
Good.
Now, I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like $85 at one time.
Correct. There's something, I was going to say 75 off the top of my head, 75, 85. I'd have to, yeah, it was just paying for the cost that we incurred in order to purchase them. So it's not a, there's no bump in the price. So whatever we paid to purchase them is the price that we sell them for.
I remember $75.
Yeah,
think
what I know is the invoice is in the box with the plaque, so that I can't have to pay. So
That's good. So we'll
that
know
makes
where
it
to go again.
So, yeah, yeah.
Long time ago.
Or at least it was the last time I pieced that on, so. Right,
Do we have any other
All right.
business?
anybody have anything else? Kind of quiet into the summer and then start into the fall. That's a good thing. I'll take quiet on this front. It's not so quiet on some other fronts. Okay.
Would there be anybody interested in starting a walking tour of Lovely Street?
To do a
Doing a walking,
When?
No, a walking tour of Lovely Street, the houses
Yeah.
on the street. It's one of
as,
the areas we've
as something,
neglected.
are you
Well, we
talking
did-
about doing it for the community? Is that,
Well, we have the booklet of all the other
Right.
walks in town.
yeah,
I'm just throwing it out to see if anybody would be interested in starting the Lovely Street one.
So you're saying there isn't one for Lovely Street? I thought there was one for Lovely Street.
Hmm.
What I got here? Self-guided walking tours. Got the heart of it all.
Yeah.
Sunset Square, Main Street, and School Street. A couple up Lovely, but not too much.
Since we have
Did
more of
you-
them on
so
Lovely
when
Street
you
now.
did the book. Park, over in that neighborhood, the Clover Penny Park with the gazebo. Bob, did you and Matt already do it when you did, I thought you added in that tour, because I thought the booklet had that.
Lovely
The
Street?
book, when we,
No.
all of them?
and we've just added some new properties.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
On-
did, yes. Yeah,
On
correct.
Lovely Street, yeah.
Yeah,
Two.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's
added
why I'm
two
asking.
properties. So, yeah, and I know we've got the full walking tour book, which isn't posted up here, so I don't think I've got the full PDF of it, but,
Let me see if I can get my book. Okay, the last one I got is number 6, which is the Avenue. The one before that is 5, which is the Rurnbrook watershed area.
Okay. So we're in Brook and Cottage Street, that area. Okay.
Right. I was wondering if anybody would need to start one for
You could do one for Lovely Street if there's
Lovely
interest
Street.
in that. Done.
Yeah, since we get the homes there now. Well, anyway, something to think about here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested on working on it. I don't know if I could do it by myself, but I'd be interested on working on it, doing some of the research.
That'd be good.
Well, we can probably pull the write-ups from the expansion studies, right? So we've got the
Right.
expansion studies and all the write-ups for
Mhm.
the expansion studies. So it's then taking that information and wordsmithing it into the format of the walking tour,
Yeah,
or,
what
you know,
we
in
haven't-
similar format to what the other tour book, tour sections are.
Yeah,
So,
what we've done is we've, taken the initial historic homes and then added to them other old homes that are in or around that area.
okay,
For the tour.
got it. So we included ones that are actually in the historic district, but ones that perhaps haven't chosen to add their home in, but still have a notable historic significance. So
Right.
we've got both. Got it.
correct. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Got it. Okay. Well, we can certainly add it on to the agenda for October for further discussion and maybe, you know, have the group chime in. And in the meantime, I could try to pull all the write-ups for the ones that we already have, like for the homes that are in the historic district, I can pull the write-ups because I've actually gone through and done that recently and grabbed all the reports. So, I should be able to get my hands on that fairly easily. And so that would at least set that basis, and then it would just be, you know, the group taking a look and researching and deciding what other homes they would like to include on the, in the corridor, and how far up you want to take the corridor.
Well, we have one house that's just before the line.
Mhm.
I can't remember which number it is.
169.
Yeah, just before you get into Avon.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, add that to October's list. Anybody?
absolutely.
Anybody else have anything else? Okay. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
So done.
Okay. All in favor?
Uh, second.
So we got a second, we got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right.
Okay, everyone.
All right, a very tidy meeting this evening, quick and
All
efficient,
right.
I love it.
Okay.
All right,
Got a
thank you
record
everyone
breaker?
for calling in.
Yeah, that's a record breaker,
Thanks.
I think.
It might be, it might be.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everyone, have a
Thank you,
great
everybody.
evening.